Hello, travelers, it's me again. So glad to see you and have you here. Appreciate anybody who hasn't left, which is probably nobody. But yeah. Anyways, we're here with Expeditions Rome, and we've been having a heck of a time. Quite a few issues getting this going correctly. I was trying to stream this to Facebook and Twitch and YouTube, and the restreaming software is just not working. So I turned all that off, and we're now streaming in the way that we normally always do. So there should not be any more issues, I think, I hope. Fingers crossed. Let's say a prayer to Desna? Yeah, we'll say a prayer to Desna, sure. Anybody, really. So yeah, I definitely apologize again for anybody who has been having to endure this. All right. So, where were we? We were beginning our attack on Mycia. All right, here we go. We've got a battle. Our army has reached Mycia. So at the beginning of a battle, you'll have to pick a commander to lead the troops in the battle. And you can pretty much see what your stats are down here. You can see what abilities you have, what specializations each commander has, which of course the grayed out are specializations that they can later get but do not currently have. And it'll tell you here our success chance with this commander is 100. Actually, with all of them, it's 100. Okay, and then survival chance is actually the chance that the commander himself survives. And then manpower retained, this is the projected number of troops that will survive the battle, not the number that will be lost, the number that will survive. So the farther to the right this is, the better. And yeah, looks kind of thinking this right here might be the best choice to make. But there are a lot of things to weigh here. Each commander also has a loot amount. The farther to the left, the less loot you're going to get from the battle. Okay, so if we want loot, we need to go with either this commander or this one, although neither one really gives that much. Anyways, the insubordination risk is actually the likelihood, it tells you right there. It can result in loss of resources or men going missing after the battle. Okay, high Legion morale can make up for a high insubordination risk, and low Legion morale can actually outweigh a low insubordination risk and cause men to desert during or after the battle, even if the risk is minimal. Okay, and if we look up here, this is our active manpower. These are the number of injured soldiers we have. These are the number of missing soldiers we have. This right here is our army morale, which is minus 15, not very good. We're going to be working on getting that up. Each point of morale is worth 10 points of strength, so we're at like minus 150 points of strength by having minus 15 morale. All right, and then that's just how much experience the army has. Okay, and it says this is just as important as the manpower. I'm not really sure how these two relate to each other. This is actually the first battle in which I will have an army with experience. We've only done one of these siege battles before, and we had 0 experience at the beginning of that siege battle. You can see here this army that we're going against, they have about the same experience, a little better morale, not much, and fewer than half as many troops. Okay, now looking at this right here is our army strength. This is their army strength. Okay, before the battle ends, you want to try to get the opposing army down to this scatter threshold or below. If you get them to this scatter threshold or below before the battle ends, then the army is completely destroyed, and there shouldn't be any more effects from it, any more things to worry about. Okay, but if this army by the time the battle is over is still in the bluish green bar right here, I'm actually not 100% sure what that means. I believe it just means that the battle is a stalemate, although that was not explained very clearly. What was pretty clear is that if the battle ends between this scatter threshold and this the end of this green bar, then you will win the battle, but the enemy troops the army won't be destroyed. The remaining troops will actually like retreat or flee and join other enemy armies that are close by. So the point is to try to get them below this scatter threshold while losing as few of our troops as possible. Hey, Random, I'm glad somebody came back. Yeah, I don't know. I just turned off the stream software. It like crashed the everything. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to look into that more later, because I do want to stream to Twitch and Facebook also. Maybe get some viewers from there coming in eventually. But it's not worth it if it just crashes and, you know, I don't even get any viewers from YouTube. I can't make any content, you know, for you guys who've been supporting me for all these months already. So yeah, we're just streaming to YouTube right now. We're doing it the way that we normally would. Everything should hopefully be fine from here on out. Anyways, I do believe I've explained everything on this screen fairly well. We just need to choose a commander. I think we're going to choose this commander. We are going to lose a few more troops, but I want a little bit more loot. So yeah, we're going to go with that.
Which formation shall we use?
Okay. Now, at the beginning of each battle, you can choose formations or stratagems. And it says that they'll be different during each battle, although I believe... Oh yeah, this one's different. We had these first two in our first battle before, but we didn't have this one. And anyways, they just kind of give a little description, and then down here at the bottom, they'll tell you, you know, what the actual effects are. The player aggression, that's actually like how much damage you're going to do with your army. And it says player because it's our army. It's plus 20%, but our... no, we get plus 20% and we get injured legionaries, like between 40 and 80. And then over here, we've got risk to our commander, minus 25%. So that would, if we chose this one, it would eliminate any risk of our commander dying, since I think he only had like a 5% chance, I believe. And anyways, risk to centurions, minus 10%. And then over here, if we choose this one, our army is going to get a plus 10% defense. And risk to Centuriones. Centuriones is actually commanders. So, That's why these are two different things. This is the army, and this is the actual commanders. So I think we're going to go with this one this time.
Arceum Latius Extendite.
Oh yeah. Hey Nick, I'm glad that you showed up too then. Glad that you made it back for sure. There's definitely a lot of stats to look at for the for these siege type battles and army battles, but they're really pretty simple. Like once you actually like kind of look at them, read them, understand them, they're actually pretty simple. And this right here is, to be honest, it's just not a very well done battle setup. In my opinion, I would say that this is by far the weakest part of the game that I've seen to this point. And I do believe that this is just like a little animation, and we don't have to sit through any of this.
How shall we proceed?
But anyways, at a certain point, you're going to get to choose another strategy, and you will get to choose, I believe, 4. I think it's showing us here. Oh no, that's our loot. Anyways, I do believe we get to choose 4. We get 1 at the beginning, and then I believe we get 3 more before the battle's over. And depending on what we choose and our commander's actual stats and our army's actual legion's actual stats, that's going to determine you know, pretty much if we win, how many troops we kill, whatnot like that. Okay, like this one right here, they lose 300 to 200 troops, but we lose 160 to 80. I mean, they're losing a lot more than we are. That might be worth it if we were to charge them. Over here, player defense minus 20% or plus 20% because it's green, and our aggression, so our damage would be minus 10%. Or we can hold position, which decreases our morale by 5, but raises our defense by 10%. And I like the idea of charging here. Like we're gonna have our army charge. So we're gonna command our maniples to charge the enemy line. The bloody engagement tactic will inflict heavy casualties on both sides. So we're gonna choose that. Okay, see right here, we can actually skip the animation. So we're gonna do that because I feel like this is, like I said, not very well done.
The enemy is deploying their tactical reserve.
Okay, now they have unexpected reinforcements. Lead by example. They actually call them Centuriones, I believe, in this game. Will inspire their men from the front line, reducing the risk of men going missing, but at greater risk to the Centuriones themselves. So we'll keep an extra 80 to 240 troops, but we have a 25% greater chance of one of our Centuriones dying. Stand firm gives us 5 more morale, but we lose 240 to 80. That's kind of a lot, but I really want to get our morale up, which we can see right here. We're at minus 22 right now. That would get us to 17. And this over here, we lose, or the enemy loses 200 to 100 soldiers, but we're going to have 100 to 50 deserters. We're going to choose to up our morale, and we'll just have some more soldiers pass. I want to try the auto resolve here. Okay. Apparently auto resolve just auto resolves the rest of the battle, which is probably the way to go because I don't really like the animations that they have going on there. So we'll probably just be auto resolving from now on. So we can show mercy, we can celebrate, or we can give chase. Okay. Looks like we passed the scattered threshold. I feel if we did not pass the scatter threshold, yeah, we did. That's why there's a check. If we did not, then we'd probably want to give chase so we could kill as many as possible. But we did surpass it, so the army should be destroyed anyways. Giving chase shouldn't really matter too much. And I want to up our morale, so we're just going to celebrate.
Finite milites exultare.
All right, and here we get our results page. We occupied the region. We got 14 denarii, which is not very much. We got 3 slaves, which actually is a good bit. 7 rations is kind of meh. And the enemy forces were fully destroyed, so they're not going to go reinforce anybody. Not a bad outcome as far as that goes. We did lose 600 troops, though. 622. That's kind of a lot. Because of the celebration, overall, we raised our morale a little bit. We're only at -7 now. And I believe we were at -15 before the battle. So, actually, yeah, we did pretty good there. And if we look at the army experience, we gained, I guess, 19 experience. Not sure if we gained 19 or 26. And it looks like we attacked twice. I guess that's what it means. Actually, I'm not sure at all what this means. There's not been a tutorial for it. I feel like this means we attacked twice and they attacked us 6 times. And then we defended once. I don't know. I really don't know what that means right there. The attacks and defenses. I'm a little lost on that one. And then right here, it shows us what stratagems we used. So pacifying a region. Your legion has captured its first region of Asia Minor. Yes, that's how they pronounce it. Asia Minor. But Mysia hasn't been pacified yet. As soon as your legion leaves, the enemy will take over once more. In order to secure a permanent hold on the region, you'll have to carry out a special pacification mission. All right. So this is the first time I've had a pacification mission. We can look down here in our journal. Oh, hey, Nell. Sorry, I've been so focused in on like trying to explain this stuff that I didn't even notice you came in. It very well could be, Nell. I guess it really could be like the Crusader system where you miss stuff for auto-resolving. I don't know. We're going to try it again next time, but we're going to try it at the beginning of the battle because I feel like the auto-resolve isn't just going to be an auto. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like it's just going to skip to the part where we pick the stratagems. We pick our stratagems, and it does away with all the animation stuff in between. If it actually just auto-resolves so that we don't make any choices or anything, then I'll stop the auto-resolving. But I think it's still going to have us give us the chance to make the same choices. It's just going to, you know, get rid of that, what is really kind of a lame battle animation thing that's going on. But anyways, where are we at? Whack the mole. Oh, here we go. So we have to talk to our Primus Pilus about that. All right, yeah, that's easy enough. So we do have Asia or Mysia. All right, so now that we have this, we have a camp, we can enter it and we can interact and we can buy things at a market. we should be able to recruit soldiers, heal soldiers, things of that nature. And I believe that our Primus Pilus should be here for us to talk to for that side mission as well. Yeah, Sam, we're back. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'd gotten that new restream software to try to stream to Facebook and Twitch as well, and it just crashed everything. So I just opened OBS back up, and we're streaming the way that we normally would to YouTube only, so there shouldn't be any more issues. You know, again, sorry about that. I was trying to open it up to where maybe we could get some more viewers from some other platforms, but it didn't work so well. Not sure what exactly you're referring to there, Nick. Would guess maybe that's from a previous Expeditions game. This is actually my first Expeditions game, so for anybody who's like thinking, wow, he's explaining really obvious stuff, why is he even wasting his time on this? I'm explaining it because I've not actually played the games before. And so I'm, you know, just kind of explaining what I would want to know as a person who has never played it before. Okay, this is our market. This is our resources, which so far it appears that there are only 4 resources. As far as I can tell, you cannot sell items or anything like that that you find. If you can, I haven't seen a way to do it yet. But yeah, you can trade here at the market. This is our denarii, our slaves, our rations, and our medicine. And this is what they have in the market. These arrows, if it's has a down arrow, it means it's abundant, so it's not worth as much. If it has an up arrow, it means it's scarce right now, it's worth more. But to be honest, we have plenty of everything. Really, denarii is what we probably need the most. But until we actually come upon an actual need for it, I'm not going to sell anything else for denarii. Ah, okay, Monty Python. Okay, yeah, it's been about 20 years since I've seen that movie, but I think I do remember that vaguely. I was thinking more like they had an Expeditions Europe or something where maybe you were like Napoleon or some French commander from Napoleon times, and you were referencing something like that. All right, so if we come here, we can look. These are our barracks where we can recruit Centuriones. You want to try to, or at least as I understand it, you want to try to have a wide variety. You can see their classes here. This one's an archer. This one's support. This one up here is a legionary, legionnaire, or no, I'm sorry. This is a, I forget what they call it. But anyways, he's like a DPS class, like kind of similar to a roguish style. And then I believe this down here would be the legionnaire with the shield. But anyways, we have 4 of these guys. I don't think we actually need any more. I just wanted to show this to everybody. These are the 4 that we have. I think we have 2 archers, which it's not actually showing here what class they are, but there should be 2 archers, 1 support, and 1 legionnaire. I don't think we actually have an assassin or a rogue type. All right, and then if we come over here, we can see all of the upgrades we can make for our camp. Like we can put somebody in the barracks, and this will upgrade the level of Centuriones. We can recruit. And the dispensary here is for injured Praetorians, which are actually like your guard, your party. They're called the Praetorian Guard. So I guess if they're injured and you don't have a doctor in your party to heal them while you're out in the field, you come back here and you can heal them here. Okay, and upgrading this, I guess, decreases treatment time. And your party members can get injured enough that they actually die forever. So it's probably good to have a doctor or at least a medic, or yeah, I think it's called medic, which is not as good as a doctor, but they can at least keep you from dying. They can't kill you, but they can keep you from dying. But yeah, so you want to have somebody like that in your party. Okay, thanks for letting me know that, Nell. I thought that, yeah, they were both of the previous two. I knew about the Vikings one. I didn't know about the Conquistadors. But yeah, I thought, just kind of assumed, I guess, that they were both CRPGs too.
Awe, Legate. If you have a moment, there's a matter which I believe urgently requires your attention.
I actually think the voice acting in this game so far has been pretty top-notch too.
Although our legion is quite new, they're already demonstrating superior discipline and devotion. Unfortunately, no matter how successful a military engagement is, sometimes the pacification of a region demands your personal attention. It is enough to take control, but not enough to keep it. Pockets of resistance will always remain, and voices of dissent will be raised now and then. Indeed. We are dealing with human beings, after all. Remember, Legate, until we take care of any such disturbances, we won't be able to control any territory we have captured. Left unextinguished, the embers of rebellion can turn into a roaring inferno. The local villagers have armed themselves and managed to take a number of our legionari prisoner. They're now threatening to kill them.
All right, let's go save them.
This mission demands some tact and care. Please form a team based on those criteria. Our way, Legate.
All right, so we get to go out on a mission now. It seems like this one might be a combat mission, although it was talking about tact and care. So I don't know. We'll see what it is. That makes it sound more like we're just going to go and talk to them. But there are not stats in this game to be able to make, you know, skill checks like you can in Pathfinder. So I kind of feel like it's not actually going to be just talking. Maybe it'll be sneaking around or something like that. You know, but we don't get a diplomacy check or a sneak check or a lockpick check or anything like that. Oh, we actually need that. So you need infrastructure buildings to improve your army and your army encampment, to be able to make things like bandages and whatnot like that. Just one thing that's been a little bit surprising and a little bit difficult so far, actually. Is that it gave me bandages to start out with, and I was assuming like every time I went back to camp or something like that, that they would be replenished. But no, I've had like 3 bandages with each healer since the game began. Well, not since the beginning, since like the 4th mission or something when they actually gave us bandages. All right, well, let's see what's here at the top of the secret mountaintop. I actually really like that picture right there because that makes me think like, hey, we're gonna get an alchemist that can throw some bombs at some point. It's not quite magic, but it'd still be pretty cool. Definitely could be pretty cool.
Soldiers, let's get out of here.
They came back, only to run off again. I wonder what it is they are looking for.
Okay, they're looking for something. We don't have a perception check, so we should just auto find it if we get close. Okay, all right, medicine box. Oh, hell yeah, we want that. Medicine, and it looked like ore, so we can make weapons or something. Sorry, we are still in Act 1. This is the first time that I've played it. Like, we're like 6 hours in, maybe. So, there's a lot that I do understand so far. But, you know, there's also some stuff that's not been very well understood at this, up to this point. Anyway, Sam, is your snowstorm happen to be over there? Hopefully. Wouldn't mind some snow here, but I would prefer it if it is not in storm form. And I'm a little bit unsure about which way to go at this point. There we go. Wow, I'm dumb. Duh, you have to track the quest to see the diamond. There we go, beach village right there. One thing I would suggest if you do decide to play this game is to delegate pacification. Okay. So we can only send one companion. I'm not sure if that should be him or not. Yeah, let's send Bestia. Why not? You must delegate pacification missions like this to a group of Praetorians led by one of your most trusted companions. Okay, so I'm thinking we have to actually go back and hire some different soldiers that cannot be companions. And I guess that's the only thing I can figure here. Is an interesting twist, I suppose. Slightly annoying. Baby boars and their parents. Following some peculiar tracks, you come across a fairly well-hidden natural niche in the forest. From within, a number of young and defenseless boars stare helplessly at you. You're looking at a fairly nice meal, but if you wait, perhaps you could hunt their parents too. You wait for the boars. For a while it seems like they might never appear, but then with nothing but a slight rustle of leaves to announce them, they charge at you with the fury of vengeful parents protecting their children. You do manage to kill them all, but during the hunt, Bestia Tabat was slightly injured by a boar's tusk. Alright, so if somebody's slightly injured, we can go to our party screen, we can go to triage, and we should be able to start their treatment. It's going to take 66 hours to heal him, and it costs 3 medicine, which we have 60 medicine right now, so that's not that big of a deal. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh no, she's still being treated. Okay. All right. So we're going to start his treatment. Continue onward over to here. Hey, Brad Logston. Glad you could join us. Definitely appreciate you showing up. We had a bit of a hiccup. I was trying to stream it to a couple of different platforms over on Twitch and Facebook as well. That didn't work out so well. But yeah, we're still here on YouTube, you know, where we stream pretty often. This is the second time we've streamed this game, though. Okay, THQ and Brad. Well, good to see you, meet you there, Brad. Are you with THQ Nordic then, possibly? Is that what we're saying here? Oh, there we go. All right. Heck yeah, thanks, Brad, for popping in and answering some questions for us here. I'm new to the series actually, and yeah, there are definitely some things that I'm learning as I play and go along here. And I would just like to take a moment to thank you and THQ for providing me with a review copy of the game to share with my community here. You know, so thank you for that. All right, so then we need to hire some more soldiers. Okay, so this is what I suppose I did wrong before. We had recruited these commanders, but it seems we never actually added any of them to be party members. So that was my bad. Anybody that's actually watching, you know, be sure that you... Oh, no, they are. Never. Okay. So these are the spots for Legion. So we need to make sure we have commanders to lead our army whenever we go into a battle. And then we need to make sure that we also have Centurions over here that can be actual party member or part of our Praetorian Guard. So there we go. So we do need to recruit more. I was thinking 4 was enough before because that's all the part of the room I saw that we had with the army. But I can see now that we definitely need more than 4. Okay, and I think we're going to go with Gaius Volcadius Tullus. He's cautious, logistics specialization, and he'll be able to get infantry and cavalry specialization. Yeah, I think we're going to take him. Okay, and this right here actually seems to be where maybe I was having the confusion before. Because if we hire them as a Centurion, they're going to be part of... I believe that's going to send them to our army. But if we hire them as a Praetorian, then they're going to go straight to our guard over here. Okay, that's, I believe, where the issue was before with that. And I actually really like the damage DPS class. Again, I can't remember what it's called in this game. It's slipping my mind. But I do really like them. They can do some pretty nice damage, and they can get a ton of extra attacks, which is pretty nice. All right, we're going to hire them as a Praetorian. And I do not believe we actually have anybody with this freeloader specialization yet. I believe we have all the other specializations that can be seen here. All right, and we don't actually need 6 of them over here in this party. We're gonna keep him over here for sure. He's disgruntled, and that seems to cause our what is it? I'm not recalling the name of the stat, but the number of soldiers that we have desert seems to be much higher whenever he's commander because of this disgruntled ability. So we're not going to put him over there with the army any longer, or him. Loyal, we'll put you. Yeah, they have deferring traits too, so that'll cover a large part we might need. I think we're going to put this one last one over here. Hey, John. Glad you could join us. Yeah, I'm really actually liking the game quite a bit so far. You know, I really like the combat and some of the layers and whatnot that it has to it.
All quiet.
All right, now we have our Praetorians here. We should be able to go back and perform that pacification mission. Yeah, and right about now, I think I'm about 6 or so hours in, 6.5, something like that. And the story's really started to just kind of pick up too. Here in maybe the last hour and a half, 2 hours of gameplay. Started to get pretty good. And we'll see what's going to happen here. I'm not sure if this is actually going to be a combat mission or not. I'm still kind of expecting us to maybe stealth in and free the hostages, do something along those lines. All right, so we need to name one of our companions. Yeah. I think it's going to be him. And then we're going to... I guess we could have hired one more to give us ourselves a full party, but so far we've actually not had more than 5 total members in our party anyways, so hopefully it will not be an issue here. And I think we're actually going to change that because he can actually heal a little bit, and I'm not sure that any of these can. Okay. There we go. All right. So I guess we have to have it filled top to bottom. If you're missing a party member like we are here, then you want to have that empty slot as the bottom slot to be able to proceed. Oh yeah, by the way, John, it drops on Thursday, so you know, if you are interested in it. All right, here we go. Our first actual battle. So at the beginning of battle, there's a preparation phase, and pretty much anywhere that's highlighted in blue, you should be able to select a party member and put them in any one of these blue squares to begin the battle. I suppose it's possible we could have blue squares in other places, but I've only actually seen them up close to where our party starts. So yeah, looks like that's the case here as well. And victory conditions are to reach the captive legionary to release them. At least 4 of them must survive. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like if we start here, go up this way, save these 2, and then we head down this way to save them, that's probably the safest thing to do. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to try for. Oh, we did have a support class in here already. I was thinking that we had 2 DPS. But nope, it was a support and a DPS. Alright, so once you're set up wherever you want to be, just end your turn. The battle will start. So far, every battle that I've had, my party has gone first, and then the enemy gets a chance to go. You know, they take their turn. I don't know if it's going to continue that way all throughout the game, but it seems like it probably will. I'm kind of expecting it to anyways. All right. That's good. This guy has Warhorn because that's what our main character, the Legate, has. And it's actually a pretty big boost to damage. His does not seem to be upgraded though, as it's only going to be lasting for 2 turns. If you... well, I can't really point to it. But if you see that little red 2 just above the 25% damage, that's how many turns the effect is going to last for. And looking here, these aqua or teal, I guess, dots, those are where you can move and still take an action. Okay, the orange dots or yellow dots, if you move onto those, then that you're using your action to move further than you normally could. Just to make everybody aware of that. And it actually looks like we're close enough to engage them. So I'm gonna go ahead and use our Warhorn skill. Now you can see here all of these little green horn symbols. Those are all of the tiles that will be affected. So any ally that's standing in one of these tiles will get a boost to their attack from this. Yeah, Nick, you can, like, for example, I can't, like right here, you see those symbols that are showing up? That's showing that that is cover. So you can hide from archers, you know, to protect yourself from ranged attacks, you know, by getting up against a building or a wall or, you know, something else of that nature. But yeah, you can definitely use the terrain to your advantage to block the enemy from attacking you, to, you know, you can run out from behind a corner and attack and then run back behind it. There's definitely a lot of depth to the combat. Okay, so anyways, we did that. And now with our other support character, I'm going to use our logistics skill, which actually increases everybody's movement by +2. All right, now we should have some really nice maneuverability to start off the fight here. Okay. Now looking at the enemies, we see the red bar. That's actually their health, which, you know, you probably could tell. The blue is the blue bar above it is their shield, shield's health. So they're going to block 6 damage from most attacks. This guy will, before he starts taking damage to his actual health bar. And various abilities can actually increase your shield health each turn. And then that little white dot that you see at the end of his health bar, or I guess little white bar, not dot, is actually armor, like armor that will reduce our physical damage. And we can shred that with some two-handed weapon attacks to kind of bypass it. Okay, but I'm going to have our guy just move up here. And we're going to use a thrust. Hopefully we can... Okay. So we knocked down all 6 of his shield health. As you can see there, that's at 0 now. But we did not add a bleed effect because we did not actually do damage to his health bar. If we had done damage to his health bar, then I believe he should have gotten a bleed effect there. So it probably would have been better if I had used a different party member to attack first to lower his shield health, and then use that attack to apply a bleed to him. So we'll try to remember to do that next time. Okay, now you see how that square is red? That means that if I move onto this square and then off of it, he's going to get an attack of opportunity on me. If I move like this, Then I'll avoid giving him an attack of opportunity. I can move up to here. If I had just gone straight down the original pathway, I would have moved through this square, or hex, I guess, not square. And I would have probably taken damage from an attack of opportunity unless he missed. Alright. Now we can choose which weapon ability we want to use. And I've not had a sneak attack before. And says it does plus 50% damage on our first 2 turns. And this class right here, they actually get focus. You can see generates 1 focus, generates 1 focus. You see that bar above the red bar? That's actually their focus bar. And they'll, as they gain focus, they'll be able to use that focus to use other attacks, more advanced attacks or and whatnot. Like you can see this right here, this costs 2 focus. This one here costs 2 focus. But this one actually adds focus. And we're going to use it because 11 damage is quite a bit at this point. And we only got 9, but that's still pretty good. And we got a point of focus. Okay. Oh, and regarding the terrain, you see how this is like a half circle? And this up here is like a big rectangle. The half circle is, I believe, partial cover. And then the big rectangle is like full cover. Just in case anybody is wondering about that. All right, we're going to move out here with our archer. And that's going to do 8 to 10 damage, 8 to 10, 8 to 10. They're all 8 to 10. If you see these abilities here, though, they have these little red squares at the bottom. We can only use this ability once per battle per red square. So I'm just going to stick with the aim shot since that's an unlimited number of uses. And that should finish this guy off anyways. There we go. Okay, so he's down. And you can see I still have movement left. And... I don't want to get too close to those guys. But we're going to go ahead and hide back behind this wall. And I'm actually going to have him move now. If we had moved this guy before... then they would have gotten an attack of opportunity from him. He would have gotten an attack of opportunity on us. But now that he's down, we can actually move. And so I'm going to move over here. And by doing so, I will prevent him from moving up and attacking any of our weaker party members. Because if he does that, then we're going to get an attack of opportunity on him. All right, you can actually stay there. I want to move you up to here just to protect our archer because I'd rather have you taking hits. You can see this unit also has armor, so he should be able to take hits a lot better than an archer. And I feel like this guy might just run up here and start attacking us. So anyways, that's pretty much it. You can tell we don't have any more orange diamonds. The orange diamond is our action points. So there's no more actions that we can use. The yellow is our movement right there. So we could actually move some more, but I think we're good where we're at. We're gonna call it there.
Stay here. They must fight on our terms.
Yeah, I believe that would make sense, Nick Thompson. Although I did not know that the Romans referred to their shields as tower shields. So, you know, thanks for that interesting bit of info. I was not expecting them to be able to move that far. Definitely was not expecting that. Looks like maybe I should have moved right here instead. Yeah, either way. It does seem like a pretty good game, Nick. I'm definitely enjoying it so far.
We are well protected here. Be ready.
And the combat definitely has a level of depth, you know, that I haven't really found in a CRPG in a while. And I expect that to only increase as we get further along in the game, since we're still fairly early. Oh, by the way, this is normal difficulty. There is an easy setting, and there's also I think it's a hard setting and an insane setting. Let's just look real quick. Options, difficulty. Yeah, hard and insane. All right, so anyways, we took a little bit of damage there, not too much, not too bad. We're still sitting pretty good as far as I'm concerned. All right, now all these units that are around us, there's quite a few of them, but they're kind of weaker. This guy right here, you can see he's got that purple bar and he's got the double sword. He's going to definitely be a high damage enemy, so we probably want to take him down first. All right, I'm not actually going to use this now. It would increase our shield strength, but we've only got 2 uses of it, so we're going to go ahead and save it. See how my hexagon right here on this character is turning red? That's because they're going to get an attack of opportunity if we move. So we definitely want to finish this guy before we move. And you'll see here that we cannot actually use any of our attacks because we've been disarmed. See where it says weapon set is disarmed? So we actually have to change our weapon sets. And with these characters, we just hired them, and I did not think to give them any weapons in their offhands. So our second weapon set is just our fists. But actually a really cool thing about this game, something that I really like, is that even with your fist or your unarmed attacks, you get weapon abilities. Like here we get aid, and you can see what that does. It helps allies that are knocked down, stunned, burning, bleeding. And we get sucker punch, which does 50% damage to an enemy that is stunned, stuck, knocked down, or flanked. Okay, and there's also another one. These unarmed abilities that you get are actually based on, I believe, your class. Anyways, with one of our characters, we have a throw sand blind ability, and that is really, really strong. It seems to never miss, at least it hasn't yet. And you can blind up to, I think, 3 characters or 3 enemies at one time with it. And it's really powerful, especially against stronger enemies. But anyways, the only thing we have for right now is a sucker punch. We're going to go ahead and use that. Not as much damage as I would like. Oh well. Now, we got to focus for that. So we can go ahead and use a cheap shot, which increases our critical chance by 100% for the next attack. So auto crit. That's pretty awesome. Or we can stop ourselves from incurring attacks of opportunity. So either one of those is actually pretty cool. But we're going to hold off on that for now. Like we have another disarmed character. Now here, our archer is disarmed, But they actually get this throw something skill. All right. Never mind then. Nick Thompson misled us. They didn't call them tower shields. But anyways, they do get this really cool ability. This ability, throw something, is pretty helpful. It reduces enemies' resistances by 10% and their damage by 25%. And of course, this is still from ranged. It does cause us, it looks like, to incur an attack of opportunity, though. Yeah, I think we're still going to do it. One of the reasons we're still going to do it is because enemies only get one attack of opportunity per turn, or at least that's been my experience so far. So, we could go ahead and move because we gave him the attack of opportunity anyways. All right, this is going to lower his damage by 50. Oh, wait a minute. We might want that. Okay, our target is harried because we just used the throw something ability. And you can see there, status effects harried. So that means that this heavy blow should knock him down, making him unable to take any actions. He can't block, dodge, parry, or resist attacks. And standing up costs him half of his movement. So that's pretty awesome. That's a nice little combo there. Heavy blow and throw something to knock somebody down for 2 turns, it looks like. I like that a lot. And we're gonna move here to block this next enemy that's coming up, since this character has armor. Hey, TC, yeah, actually, as far as I could tell, every battle we fought so far, which we're only like maybe 7 hours in now, we've had maybe 10 or 12 battles in that time. I want to say maybe something like that. And every one of those battles, we've gone first. We get our turn, then the enemy gets their turn. And I expect it to stay that way, although I can't say for sure that it will. But that's definitely how I expect it to continue going forward. Let's see. Concussive Strike. We're going to get up here and use this on him because I don't think we're going to be able to kill him. But this will decrease his damage by 50%, which is definitely helpful. There we go. He's weakened. All right. No diamonds left, so we don't have any action points left. Let's go ahead and end our turn.
Enemy to come.
All right. And see right there where it says 2 armor, so he would have done 3 damage to us, but our armor negated 2 of it.
Come to us.
I see them. Let's go.
Oh, I'm glad they couldn't reach the archer. That's good. That's good. And you can see that +2 shield, or shield's naturally regenerating each turn. Then we also have abilities to kind of auto-regenerate it as well. All right, we're gonna go ahead and finish these enemies off here this time. At least I think we are. Nice having a reach weapon. We can attack them without getting close enough to worry about attacks of opportunity. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and weaken this guy. Oh, we should be able to switch back to our other weapon set now. There we go. Whenever you get disarmed, at least so far, it's only been for one turn. So, not too bad. I like that. Cannot be blocked or resisted. 3 to 7 damage. And he's only got 3 life left. So, we know we're guaranteed. It says 100% chance of success to kill him with that, which is awesome. All right, and you saw we actually got our action point back there, and I'm not sure what exactly causes us to get our action point back. Maybe if Brad Logston is still around, he can let us know. But it seems to happen pretty much every time we get a kill with a DPS character, one of the classes that has this double sword crossed. And with other classes, it seems to happen sometimes. It does, sometimes it doesn't. But anyways, we're not going to waste that action. We're going to move some more. All right. Finish that one off. Okay, it only occurs once a turn though, I forgot to mention that. Okay, now we can see over here, these are our bandages, which we've not been able to replenish. I think we need to find the right resources to be able to replenish these. So this is going to be our last one, but we are going to go ahead and use it.
Help me, friends. You are mostly fine. Get back into the fight.
All right, so there we go. All that's done. We can switch back here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to kill that guy or not, but we're going to try. Oh, so close. He's got 1 hit point left. So close. Oh, well. We're just going to move up here. We should be fairly well protected there. All right. We'll end our turn and see what happens.
Slow and steady. Artemis, steady my hand and guide my arrow to the
All right, so a Scuda and a Parma.
here. Be ready.
So the larger shield that the Romans used was a Scuda, or Scudum plural, and the round shield that they used was a Parma. And then there was another one that eventually replaced the Scuda, it looks like, according to Nick Thompson's lore or knowledge dump here. And that one was called the Clypeus. So cool. Thanks, Nick, for finding that out for us. Scuda, the Parma, and the Clippius. And I bet we end up seeing all three of those in this game, because it seems like THQ has definitely gone for some historical accuracy here with the equipment and whatnot that's being used. All right, let's see. Where's our archer? We're gonna go ahead and knock out this support. Well, we're not gonna knock him out. But we're gonna hit him and make him bleed. There we go. Applied bleeding. Finish that one off. All right, awesome. See, we got our action back there too. Doesn't always happen. And we can move far enough that we're gonna move up here and concussive strike this guy. Oh wait, we're saving that. Oh damn, I'm attacking the guy we're supposed to be saving. Wow, I'm glad I noticed that. Oh, I bet they're pissed off at me. Why didn't y'all tell me? All right, he's saved. You are kind of half dead, you know, sorry about that, buddy. Should have been paying more attention there. ATC, yeah, that's one thing I would say. It's definitely historical. Like it's not a fantasy CRPG type. It's more of like a historical strategy CRPG, I'm gonna call it, because the combat is definitely straight CRPG, and I like the depths and layers that there are in the combat. That's really cool. Like the way that the classes can kind of combine and play off of each other, and also the way that you can have one unit move and attack and then do something with somebody else and come back to that unit later and still move or use abilities with them. Like it adds a bit of depth that's really cool. But then, you know, with the world map and the armies and everything, that adds a strategy element to it. And then it seems to be, you know, definitely based in an actual historical Rome and not like a fantasy Rome or something like that. So yeah, we're gonna call it a historical strategy CRPG. Hit him with another concussive. And he's got armor too. That's not nice. You know what? We're actually going to move up here to block their paths. I don't want them running around us, and he can't do much damage anyways. We're going to turn this on 100% crit success. Oh, that's what it is. I remember this now. Sorry, I totally forgot. If the enemy is untrained, if they have this untrained, that's what's restoring our action points. They actually told us that, and I totally forgot about it. I've been watching my kids and stuff all day while I'm trying to play, and that totally slipped my mind. Okay, so we're getting action points whenever we're killing untrained enemies like bandits or like this guy here, and we can actually see under these statuses untrained. So whenever you kill an untrained, a militia, that's whenever we're regaining our action points. All right, so that's good to know. I'd totally forgotten about that. My bad. They do tell you in the tutorial though, in the beginning. That was my fault. All right, so we're gonna do this. Okay, now that was not as good as I was expecting. I was expecting a crit there that would finish him off. Oh well, that's combat, I guess, huh? That's war. Doesn't always go as you plan. Oh yeah, something else you can do that's kind of cool, and we're about to demonstrate that right here, is whenever you're on a ledge up like this, you can actually hop down, which makes so much sense. There's no game that I've ever played. I mean, there probably is another game that lets you do that, but this is the first one that I think I've ever played that'll really let you hop down like that. Actually, maybe XCOM did, but even then, I don't think it was really from that kind of height, though. Like, this is an entire building. I think they just kind of let you hop over stuff. Anyways, I thought that was a really cool, awesome addition to what you can do in combat here. I really like that. We're going to go ahead and recharge our shield. And we're gonna get our archer to set up over here, take some cover, and he should be able to get some nice shots from that high vantage point. Maybe start hitting enemies that are coming in at us. You know, TC, I actually meant to look that up, but like I said, I've been busy with my kids and stuff, and I forgot to look it up, but I did mean to check that out before we started streaming. Maybe if Brad Logston comes back, he seems to be affiliated with THQ Nordic, maybe he could let us know. I feel like it's definitely rooted in history, but I don't know if the actual characters you know, are like characters, like historical figures from Rome, or anything like that. I'm not sure if it actually goes that far. Nice. All right, that one's out. I wish we had a little bit better damage with this character. That would be nice. No, we've not tried this before. It's like a bracer block that these legionaries seem to get. And yeah, we're gonna try that, and we'll see if it actually blocks the attack here or not. I just want to see if it blocks this attack. It did. All right, sweet. Oh, I did not block the one from him, though. Of course, it's only going to block one attack. But still, it's cool to see that worked. And worked, you know, as intended. Okay. Now, I didn't actually point this out before, but whenever you're using a two-handed weapon, So far, I've only seen it on two-handed weapons. But anyways, he's got a staff right here, right? And you can see that it actually has armor shred, these abilities. Armor shred, right below where it does the damage. And that armor shred will actually, you see how he has 1 bar of armor? All right, let's go ahead and attack him. Okay, and that's doing 3 damage. Oh, that did damage to his shield. I think if he didn't have any shield up, that actually would have done damage straight to his armor. Oh well. We'll have to show an example of that on the next round then. That was should have realized he still had a shield up. All right, where's our archer? And never mind, I guess we can't see it well enough for that. Let's go ahead and move up. We're going to support our troops that are coming down here and see if we can't use them to help make sure that we get as far as we need to. Oh wow, we still can't see the target? There. Okay, we can now. And you can see we're getting an accuracy bonus from being so high up. I'm gonna go ahead and hit them with the fire arrow there. Oh, never mind, that was the bleeding, not the fire. All right, now we're gonna duck back into cover. Oh, something else I should mention about cover. If an enemy gets into melee with you, like if one of these enemies comes up to one of these squares here and they're in melee with this archer, if an enemy's in melee range, 1 square away from you, you'll actually stand up out of cover. So then enemy archers that were out here, you know, they can hit you. Whereas if you did not have an enemy here, you'd be squatted down, and then enemy archers wouldn't be able to hit you. So anyways, that's just like another little extra bit of depth to the combat there. All right, let's cheap shot. We're gonna try this again. Hopefully it works better this time. And let's try to backstab. We're not gonna backstab. All right, let's just try for a precise stab here on... No, we're gonna go with thrust. There we go, there we go. Oh, he's got 2 hit points left, but we added bleeding, so I think the bleeding's gonna finish him. Nice. Yeah, kind of like that, TC. It does. It helps melee more, and yeah, just something else you could do. And it makes sense because who's going to be crouching behind a rock, hiding from arrows on one side whenever there's somebody else about to stab you with a sword from the other? Oh, right now, while I'm thinking about it, if you haven't already, please like the stream and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a ton. You know, we're going to be streaming Expeditions Rome and still, of course, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous quite a bit, you know, in the coming days and weeks. So yeah, be sure that you like the stream and subscribe to the channel so that you can join us and see everything that there is to see about this game. All right, that one's down. I don't think we can actually reach him. So we're just gonna go, we're not gonna do that yet. There we go. We'll use our reach attack so we can attack from the back ranks. There we go. That time you see we shredded the armor. You notice he doesn't have that white bar after his health anymore, so he doesn't get any more damage reduction from his armor. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move up here. He's basically dead, and if he moves, our ally there should take him out with an attack of opportunity. Well, we cannot reach there, which is unfortunate. So we're just gonna have this guy continue forward. He's got plenty of armor to take a little damage. And now we should be able to get him around to finish this one off. Remember, he used his one attack of opportunity, so he's not getting one here for this. Awesome. Thanks for that, TC. Also, if you want, we have a link in the description to our Discord channel. You know, join us on Discord, hang out with us, talk video games and life stuff and whatever else. We'd love to have you there. All right. We finished off these enemies. We can kind of start moving our entire group up now. We are a little low on health, but we are out of ways to heal. We're going to have to figure out how to remedy that later, I guess. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we just need to get a tannery so that we can start making bandages. And I believe that there is one of those close by as a resource. But we have to pacify this place first. Damn, that's a long shot. Oh yeah, in this game there's no limit to the range on your bow. I guess as long as you have enough height, but the farther the arrow travels, the less damage it does. And let's see. Oh, that's not a very good example. See if I can give a little better one here. Okay, you see the bar or the line that links my archer to this unit right here. Okay, it's green the entire way. That means it does full damage. But if this unit were farther away, like over here, it would start turning yellow and then red. If it's yellow, then you do reduced damage. If it's red by the time it reaches the enemy, then it's like severely reduced damage, you know, like 1 damage. Like they hit us with up here with that long shot. So anyways, yeah, just thought I'd share that while I was thinking of it, and it seemed to be relevant. All right. So we should not be able to fail now because we only had to save 4, and we have saved 4 now. Unless they have to actually survive the fight to be saved. I guess that could be it. So maybe we should try to make sure that they do not actually die going forward here. Yeah, I actually feel like going from high to low is better than going low to high. So we're gonna start working our way across here. You know what I should have done? Should have done it before. Use our logistics skill since we're moving farther. Didn't think of it. All right, now we gotta be careful with this guy because he's low on health. And we're gonna go over here. Hopefully that'll be safe.
Cover your angles. They will not take us by surprise.
Stand your ground. Let them come on us.
We'll face them together.
All right. Our health is starting to become an issue. So I really want to just kind of get up here and knock these units out as quick as possible. And yeah, this guy here, he's a good DPS. He should be good for that. Well, let's use him for it. There, we've done that. We can move this guy up. I'm gonna move him up to here. All right, let's get up on this rooftop. Okay, we need to save you and you. Okay, all right. That's not so bad then. Dang, we should have went this way. I should have been paying more attention again. All right, well, let's get over here and we'll free this guy. Get a little more help coming our way. Oh, I'm gonna buff our damage again. And then his hit points are pretty critically low. So he's gonna take some full cover there. And I'm kind of thinking get you up here. Oh no, I forgot. I'd already moved him pretty far. That's a little bit unfortunate. Should have definitely checked that first. And that doesn't actually help. We don't have any ranged attacks. All right. We're just gonna have this guy take some cover over here as well.
Wait here till they come to us. Advance!
All right, I'd say at this point we've pretty much got this one. The only question is, is anybody going to become injured so that we have to heal them afterwards? And I would certainly suggest for anybody who's experienced with CRPGs to maybe turn it up to the hard difficulty instead of the normal or medium that we're on now. You know, I did that because I wasn't familiar with the Expedition series, but I feel like if we had it on hard, we probably would want our equipment a little better upgraded, but I feel like, you know, we could still do it with, as long as we were planning things out and being pretty precise. So anyways, if you are experienced, you might consider hard instead of medium, just to keep things more interesting. All right, we're gonna go with cheap shot. Increase our crit chance. May as well just have our archer go rescue him. And we'll start heading up here. Not sure why this... Not sure why he did... Oh! Because we need to rescue him. Okay. Seems to always be the answer here. All right, there we go. He's knocked down, so we can move back to cover, so we don't take a cheap shot from the archer up there. Oh yeah, also remember, we are only using 5 party members, and if I had purchased one more Praetorian, we could have had a full party of 6. Which also would have made this a good bit easier. All right, let's just go stop that burning. Oh, no.
Educate. It's all right. You're going to live.
Where's our archer? Nice. All right, this is over. Yeah, if you go back in the stream to where we started the battle, and we're selecting which Praetorians to use, we left one slot unfilled. So yeah, we actually could have had 6 members here if I'd hired one more Praetorian, but we only had 5 that were available. Or we only had 4 that were available. If we'd had 5, then we could have had a party of 6. Which I'm guessing 6 is the max party size, but I could be wrong. But anyways, yeah, so we'll be hiring more Praetorians whenever we get back, and probably more Centurions as well. But yeah, for anybody that's, you know, experienced, I would suggest turning it on hard so that you get that achievement straight away, and also so it's more interesting and fun. I'm already kind of wishing I'd gone with hard, even though I haven't died or failed yet. But if I'd went with hard, I probably would have, but it would at least be a little more interesting and fun. Then again, I'm somebody who usually enjoys higher difficulties, so. All right, so afterwards, we have the chance to search the battlefield, search for loot. I don't know, I've not found anything particularly awesome or interesting, and you don't get skill checks in this game, so it's not like you need to unlock lockboxes or anything like that. But you can go around and loot all of the dead, who sometimes have decent items. You know, usually they have money. And sometimes you'll find like chests or boxes or whatever that you can loot as well. Rations, food, money, some armor. We actually need to look at our armor because I think we found some armor before. Yeah, that thorax. That's better than what we actually had, but we haven't been using it. Yeah. After fighting the battle, I think it probably actually would have been better to come up here first because this is the highest part. And after we came up here, you saw how far their archer was shooting from these steps. I mean, we probably could have shot the entire map because that archer was shooting from those steps back there to right here. We probably could have shot the entire map. Maybe not have gotten this area up here, but still a huge chunk of it. And their archer wouldn't have been able to hit us the whole time either. So whenever I play this game through again, I'll probably definitely be taking this highest part first. Just make sure there's nothing up here. Sometimes these barrels like this you can loot, although I want to say they turn silver if you can loot them. Yeah, which these are not doing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Your Praetorians may leave your party if their approval drops too low. Your closest companions will never leave. Alright, there we go. The sector's conquered. And yeah. Now we can capture this tannery and this where is it at? You don't know what that is. I don't care too much about that one. I want the tannery and the lumber mill. There we go. I think, or at least I feel like, the tannery is going to be the one that unlocks bandages for us. And seeing as how that seems to be the only way to really heal, I definitely want to be able to restock and replace those. Alright, that's going to take 7 hours and 22 minutes. I thought there was another... Don't we have something else over here we could do? Oh, there's the lumber mill. Oh, don't tell me we can only take one at a time. Lame. It only takes 1,200 soldiers. Oh well. I don't think that there's a penalty for shooting upwards, TC. I think the only penalty is just that it shortens your range, and it's also a lot harder to see whenever you're looking up. Like if you're shooting up by very much, it'll tell you that you can't see, just I guess because the angle's wrong. Like you can shoot up from like right here to like right here, but if you were like right here where this rock is or something, I don't even think from there you could shoot up to like right here. You definitely couldn't shoot up to right here from there because of the angle. But anyways, the only penalty seems to be in your range and your line of sight. But whenever you are high, we saw earlier, you actually get a bonus to your hit chance. Not to your damage, but to your hit chance.
We need to work on your discipline. The battlefield is not like the arena. Showing off will only get you killed.
Showing off
Need something?
instills fear.
Okay. Yeah, the Legion's on a mission. That's fine. But we want one more of these guys in case we get another mission like that. Helvius Liberalis. Don't need another archer, really. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe another archer would be good. The archers don't do as much damage, but they can hit from almost anywhere. Infantry, recruiter, scout. Alright, we're gonna go with him.
Fear in your enemies
And we actually need to check out our equipment. Okay, now I'm not actually sure how the crafting works. I think we have to get a blacksmith first, and then we can speak to the blacksmith and have him use our materials to craft things. Okay, anyways. This is our main character right here. And it seems we do not have any spears that's better. And spears are definitely the weapon that I like having on him. He's a support class. And as a support, I prefer to keep him out of the front lines. Okay, yeah, we're still doing triage, skills. Tell you, this here is the most ridiculous looking hat. Like, yeah. It's kind of ridiculous, but helmet, I guess. But it looks much more like a funny birthday hat or something. I don't know. Anyways. Okay, so for weapons, I like keeping him with a sword. We don't really have a better sword. It does say that the spear is doing more damage. So we can look at the skills. Thrust, which is a pretty decent skill, not bad. Versus, what do we get over here? We get slash. We get overpower. And we get gouge. See, I kind of like that better. Even if it does do less damage. No, this does have piercing thrust too. We're going to go ahead and go with that. We're going to try it out at least. not really used a shield on him, or a sword on him. Or a spear. I'll get it right in a minute. And then here we can go ahead and put this. Oh, wait a minute. We already have this sword. It's a gladius. Yeah, this is better. Go ahead and put the Ziphos here. And I actually like leaving him with a fist instead of a weapon, because that gives us access to intimidate, the intimidate ability. And whenever you drop somebody's morale by 25, I've only used it like twice, but both times they started running. You know, because whenever enemies' morale gets too low, they start running and hiding and making really dumb decisions. And then bracer block seems to always work, and so nice to have a definite damage negation ability. I think we definitely got to change out the shield here, though. It adds more to strength and critical damage. And it has seems to have the same, shield crash ability. He's the one that I try to keep on the front lines most of the time. So yeah, we're going to put that on him. Wow. That's all I'm going to say is wow. All right, we're going to put that on him. Yeah, I think we're... our main character. I think we'll put the thorax there as well. Okay, he's Bestia Tibet. He's my favorite DPS that I've found so far. Like, definitely, it's not even close. And this right here is the best weapon that we have, which is from one of the bosses that we fought. The only boss that we fought so far. And he can do some pretty nice damage. And some pretty good wiping of enemies with that thing. And then he's the one that also gets the throw sand, which blinds enemies, which is really powerful. Sorry, we can't wear that. That just looks terrible. Like, I guess it's better, and being alive is more important than fashion, but I don't know. It looks like she's wearing a quilt that my grandmother knitted or something. All right, we're gonna go with that.
Inspires your allies with courage. In the arena or on the battlefield, this is how you win.
No, Nick, say it isn't so.
Taking calculated risks and working together. You can't go off on your own in the heat of battle.
Using a Greek shield? Ha!
Shield all you want.
What were they thinking?
I will fight as I fight.
Not like Greece was a part of Rome or something.
Please, excuse me.
Actually, I think I may have gotten that shield from the enemy. And I want to say we're on some islands close to Greece. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. But there could definitely be some reasons for there being a Greek shield here. Other than it just shouldn't be. Although it's hard to say for sure. I'm definitely no historian.
I am at your service, as always.
Alright, I think we did everything that we need to do here, though. Really don't think anything else here matters too much. Let's see, we got Divide and Conquer. All right, looks like we're going to the Temple of Apollo. I think that was Apollo. Yeah, I would imagine that that's kind of what happened there. Or possibly we're fighting some Greeks and I picked it up off of one of their corpses. Suppose it could be either. But I was kind of thinking like, yeah, maybe they assimilated their weapons and or armor. Apollon, not Apollo. Wonder if Apollon is like, I don't know, but Apollo's short for that, or the Greek god of healing, knowledge, music, and arts. Yeah, I feel like we are in Greece or Greek islands or whatever. Because look, here we are with the Greek stuff. So that's probably why we're seeing Greek shields and temples to Greek gods. Must assign Catalina. Don't actually need you. We'll take you. Take you. We're gonna make sure you stay disgruntled, Mr. Disgruntled. And if somebody has to die, it may as well be one of you that don't actually like me very much. Are you, Sam? That's good. That's good. You hadn't chimed in too much, so I wasn't sure. I thought it may have been a little too, I don't know, historical or a little too grounded in reality or something for you. Thought you might have been like, there's not enough magic and liches, so I'm out. It being called Apollon is really messing me up, though. Is that like a separate god from Apollo? Like a different version, different spelling? Have I spent almost 37 years of my life thinking that it was Apollo and it's actually been Apollon all this time? I don't know. But it's something I'm definitely going to have to Google and find out later. Look, it's Boethius. Boethus.
May I interest you in some finely crafted metalwork by local artisans? I am called Voithos, Your name marks you as a person of great distinction. It is my honor to meet you.
Okay, so the B is actually pronounced the V sound, the way that the W... No, the V is a W sound, the B is a V sound. Gotta remember that. So it's Vorthus. Vorthus.
Correct. I am both. A priest of Hephaestus, the god of carpenters, craftsmen, artisans, and indeed smiths. It is my view that in order to pay full and proper tribute to Hephaestus Clitotechnes, one must practice at least one of his crafts. I endeavor to practice them all.
Yeah, I figured that no liches would be a pretty big turnoff for you, Sam, but I'm glad to hear that even with the fact that there are no liches in this game, you're still liking it enough to actually like it, I guess.
Though I have dedicated myself to the lame one, I both love and admire Apollon. Both are gods of creation, of art and beauty. There is no temple here to Hephaestus, but his works are carried out every day to the benefit of everyone. Finely wrought jewelry, sturdy tools, sharp weapons, items of pride and importance. Would you like to take a look?
Oh, one of our characters, forget which one. Somebody was wanting a sickle blade, and the blacksmith that we had at the very beginning said that there was no such thing. Oh, no, I think that was a scythe blade, maybe. Oh, anyways, we're going to choose this.
Oh, let me see. This is most remarkable. This outcropping at the end and the markings here. I believe that what you hold in your hands is nothing less than the blade of the legendary sword, Harpe.
All right. Well, it looks like I was wrong there. There is going to be some fantasy here. We're going to run into some harpies. I'm sure I made all of you laugh with that one.
It once belonged to the great hero Perseus. He was said to be descended from the Titan Kronos, and with this weapon he slew Medusa, the Gorgon. What its powers are, or even if it has any, I cannot say, but I do believe this was used by Perseus. That alone makes it a unique and valuable relic. I cannot. I am unworthy of such a task. You must find a smith with a full lifetime of experience to restore this weapon to its former glory. However, I will be most pleased to show you how it was originally shaped. Here, let me draw you the schematics. I would be thrilled to part with some of my materials. It is my duty and my pleasure to promote the art of smithing and other crafts.
Well, that's actually kind of cool. Like, I don't know, I was kind of getting the vibe that in this game we weren't really going to be able to find like legendary weapons, you know, like mythical whatever. But yeah, it looks like we just found a mythical legendary sword, or at least a key piece to maybe eventually creating or reforging a legendary mythical sword. So I like that. That's a little unexpected and definitely points on the right side of things. Yeah, I want that.
Tools, I have plenty. How many do you need?
Ooh, those are expensive though. Damn. 100 for each one? I'm gonna take one, just because I'm not completely sure if I'll be able to trade with him again. Okay.
I can certainly provide that.
I can trade with him again. Oh, 200. Oh man, we're gonna need more gold, people. We need more gold. All right, I'm gonna take 3 weighted
I will
blades.
not be disappointed in the quality of my items.
Now we're gonna pay 300 to. Wow, we just bought 600 denarii worth of blades, and we don't even know what they're for. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is for harvesting wheat or buttering toast, or I don't really
As you
know.
wish.
Let's buy them first, and then we'll ask for lessons later.
Of tools, I have plenty.
All right, we're gonna get a couple more of these.
How many do you need?
I think that's good. Well, that was
I heard good
interesting,
things
at
about that
least.
today. The guy who plays Heracles is gorgeous.
I don't know. I didn't like the ending. Zeus just steps down from Olympus.
Good day to you, honored Romans.
Felt a bit
Have you need of food or medicine?
No spoilers.
In the name of the people and Senate of Rome, you are hereby ordered to surrender all goods in your possession. I feel like that's kind of a not nice thing to do. That okay, we're gonna try this just to see what happens, but I feel like it's probably better if we don't. Just putting that out there now.
What? But please, no. This is all I have. I will be ruined.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Maybe maybe on my next playthrough I'll be some type of evil tyrant. But I've been sticking to the nicer, what would be considered more good aligned choices so far.
Thank you. Please, is there anything you wish to buy?
Do you sell wine?
I have no wine, I'm afraid. But if you ever find yourself in our neighboring region of Troas, her name is Callis. I've purchased from her in the past.
I'm thinking maybe if you have your legion garrisoned in any place, like you'll have these kind of options to just kind of march, which is actually really cool. Because that's
villages of Mysia and sell them here under the gaze of Apollon Phoebus.
Because that's pretty realistic. Like, I'm sure that the Romans were definitely doing that crap. And even if they weren't, they definitely could have. You know, just like marching into a town where they needed something and just like, give it to me. Like, I'm taking it. That's all there is to it. So, that's pretty awesome. Oh, let's see. This is a different market. Okay, so here slaves are worth a lot. We actually have quite a few slaves. And food is abundant, so maybe we can trade a bunch of slaves or a few slaves for like a ton of food. That would be cool. Nah, we don't need food that bad. I thought maybe we'd get a better return than that. Yeah, we're gonna sell 5 slave. 345 denarii is not like that many, I guess. Like, it's not super awesome, but we're pretty low on denarii, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. The first Gorgonzola? That, isn't that a food? Or is that like a monster? A Gorgon's a monster. The Gorgonzola is a tasty treat, as my son would say. Tigris.
You run with the Man Crusher, do you not? I hear he was seen in your company.
Ooh, Bestia. He's probably my favorite companion, or not favorite, definitely second favorite. Let's see. Learn a little more about him.
The man crusher's name was Cineros.
Oh,
We have unfinished business.
wow, really,
Bring
Cineros?
him to me. I shall wait here.
How strange.
Wow, he's the one person, or the one member I didn't take into the party to come in here. So I guess we need to go get Cineros. Damn.
He won't.
This is a hell of a temple.
Bring you along like this. You
Was not expecting it to be that big. Yeah, I don't think mythical creatures are gonna happen, Sam. I definitely could be wrong though. Like even the sword there, like I feel like it's just like mythical, but it's not gonna have like some kind of magic power or something. It's just, you know, like a legend that's not.
It turns out there was a snake in the basket. I only realized after it bit me.
Dang, I can't think of what it's called.
Did you survive?
I don't
Can't
know.
think of the right word.
Maybe the snake wasn't
That's
venomous.
not supernatural. You know, the legend is supernatural, but the sword itself is not.
A Roman officer at
But I could be wrong. Definitely could be wrong.
I am Theophilus, High Priest of Apollon and ruler of Musia. It is foolish of you to come here, considering that we are at war. But I will not spill your blood in front of Apollon Alexikakos.
He's awful cocky. I kind of want to put him in his place, but probably shouldn't.
Your legion has unlawfully occupied Lesbos. You must leave at once, or be destroyed by King Mithridates. My predecessor, Pragonius Mauro, was an arrogant Optimus who cared not one iota for the wishes of his people. You dog-fucking Romans think you can just sit in your fancy villas and decree how people should live their lives hundreds of leagues away. Well, I say enough. With the support of Pontus, I have cast off the tyranny of Rome, unseated that sniveling sycophant Mauro, and the people love me for it. They love Mithridates Megas.
All right, I gotta say, it gets points there for that. The game definitely just earned an R rating with that, and yeah, I've got to give bonus points to any game, especially a historical game that's going to use the phrase "dog fucking." That was unexpected, and I feel like it definitely added to the air of menace that Theophilus is presenting us with.
Never. Musia owes everything to Pontus. Our oaths of fealty to the Alliance will never be broken. We shall see about that.
All right, so maybe that could have gone a little bit better. I was trying not to instigate anything there, but
Have you sacrificed?
maybe I should have just
Not yet.
threatened the hell out of him.
How long do I have to keep doing this? It is unusual to see a Roman soldier here in these times. Are we not at war with Rome?
That's an awesome thought, Nick. A gorgonzola is both a cheese, or is a cheese that's made from the dreaded gorgon, making what I said right, kind of.
I am honored to meet you. My name is Rianus. Why do you ask? I hail from it. I have a great deal of...
All right, let's see if there's anything over here in this fog. Probably not. Kind of wish I could have just chosen to kill that guy, Theophilus. Oh well. I guess sometimes it's better when you can't do what you want. Now, one thing I would like to see in this game is a map. That's one thing that bothers me. Because it'd be really nice to be able to just open up a map and click on it and have my party move to that area. I think that was this Zenobia here.
Thank you for stopping. You are the strategos of a Roman legion, are you not? I saw you talking with Theophilus.
I don't get that reference. Talking, I suppose we did in the same way Scipio Africanus had a disagreement with Hannibal, but that seems like a real reference to, you know, something historical for sure.
So it went as poorly as I expected. I hope. My name is Zenobia. I am the widow of Preconius Maro, the rightful governor of Musia, whom Theophilus murdered. And he paid for that failure with his life. Now I wish to redeem him by undoing the ill that was done with his death. I have many allies still among the powerful people of Musia. If you will help me kill Theophilus, in return, I promise to break the alliance with Pontus.
Well, hell yes, I want to do that. That's awesome.
I find
Assassin?
that word distasteful, but yes,
Kind of like
in
it.
essence.
I gotta say, the dialogue in this game is definitely growing on me. And the voice acting's pretty damn good too.
Violence is not my strength. I have no talent for it. That is why I need your help.
Wow. Seems that, I mean, I thought my historical knowledge wasn't terrible. Like, I thought it was okay, at least average. But either I was extremely wrong or you guys are like hella historians. So yeah, good job there, TC, who says that Scipio was the general that beat Hannibal in Zama.
He has such meetings occasionally, as any politician does. It might be possible to trick him somehow into thinking King Mithridates wants a meeting in secret.
If he has a way to communicate with the forces of Pontus, we could always try our hand at a little forgery.
Theophilus knows me, and he knows that I resent him. But many of the priests here dine with him. Perhaps one of them can be tricked or threatened to help you? You cannot be seen to strike first. If the people turn against us, I will not be able to regain control. If you can provoke him to attack you, so you can be seen to kill him in self-defense, you might get away with it.
Haha, I like it. That should be possible. I have a talent for angering people.
It may not be so easy. Theophilus is as much a politician as a priest, and he knows what's at stake. The priests here know him well, though. Perhaps someone here could give you what you need? Thank you, Legate.
All right, so we have several options. I think the first thing we're going to do is go get Cineros. All right, come on, Cineros.
It's good to see you again. What do you seek?
Yeah, we don't really need anything from you. We just need to talk to Pigris. No, not adulting, Sam.
The Man Crusher. At last.
I feel bad for you.
It's been a long time since I've heard that name.
Wait, what? Man Crusher? Are you serious? That's a euphemism, surely.
I'm afraid not. And nothing good ever came out of that name. I greet you, young man. I was indeed known as the Man Crusher of Halicarnassus. But my past life is a distant memory now. Tell your master I don't fight for sport anymore.
Cheater! I'm not here to hire you. I'm here for vengeance.
I have so many questions.
Good night, Sam. Yeah, TC, adulting sucks. I've got to adult too. I've got to go to work tomorrow morning and work for another 8.5 hours. Not ideal. I really wanted to get the day off, so I'd have 2 straight days before this game released to kind of get out more streaming, and maybe even a video or 2 before the game actually released on Thursday. But life didn't want to give me that, so oh well.
The Man Crusher of Halicarnassus was going to face my grandfather in the games. Everyone knew he'd lose, for Theodorus was the greatest wrestler Cos has ever produced.
He was formidable. And frankly, for the first time in my life, I was afraid of losing. They sent me to the games and told me, come back with the trophy, or do not come back at all. Not exactly. I didn't even face him. I stole the trophy.
You did what?
I certainly didn't see this coming. Cineros is a thief, huh?
I reject that characterization of me. I've stolen only once. That hardly constitutes a habit.
You should know, young man. As a result of my actions, Halicarnassus was expelled from the Union. I have paid for my crimes.
I am told you were exiled and sold as a service. That still doesn't satisfy my grandfather's honor. The trophy belongs to my family. Give it back!
This event was a lifetime ago. Even if the trophy were still in Halicarnassus, my exile remains in place. They wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, you should fight to settle the score.
Pigres, accept this challenge in my grandfather's name. He is a frail old man who can barely lift his finger now. But you can accept me as an extension of his will.
Wait. Pigres is a professional wrestler in his prime. Cinerus, however formidable, is an old man. He doesn't stand a chance against Pigres. It's not fair.
You're right, Centurio, but what is? Perhaps this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I finally pay for my crimes.
Let us make it fair, then. I shall represent Cineros.
Why would I fight you? You are not a side in this conflict. It is Cineros who committed the offense. It is Cineros who should fight.
I may not know anything about your customs, but I know what you are. You are the Aurorus' champion. Now accept me as Cineros' champion.
This is my fight. My crime to atone for. But if Bestia insists, I will accept. You don't have to do this for me, Bestia. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say, but you could cheer for me. Pigres the Wrestler, prepare yourself.
All right.
Let's see what a gladiator knows of Pancration. You're not as scary as you look. Strength is no match for skill, gladiator.
I'm just testing your defenses.
Oh, that's not good. He's got a moderate chest injury.
Where did your grin go, wrestler? You were so triumphant a moment ago.
Is that all you got? Oh, it's not over yet. I think you broke my collarbone.
Your footwork is sloppy. Come on, get back up.
Enough! It hurts too much. You win. I have brought shame to my family. I do not know how I will face Theodorus after this. Please leave. I have to think.
Hey, you see, you know, doing my best here to kind of preview it for any and everybody, you know, so you can know if it's a game that you want to play or not, if it's a game you should spend your hard-earned money on. I wish I could work from home, you know, maybe maybe one day if I get good enough at previewing these games, maybe then I'll be able to.
He won't. How long will you let him string you along like this?
Wait a minute. That sounded... Can I talk to one of them?
You know he won't. How long will you let him string you along like this?
Uh-oh. What uh-oh, Randall? What happened?
You don't see what he's like when we're alone.
That does not sound good. You've got me worried.
Anyone! The temple is burning down!
Oh, maybe I can help you if you agree to do something for me.
gods, you are here. You must help us. The temple is burning.
Oh, thank you.
Let's get the fire chain started. Look, the builders left a barrel of water for us there.
Really?
Grab a jug.
So I'm in combat and I have to fight the fire? Reduce the fire to 0 hexes to extinguish it. 36 hexes must be put out. Prevent the fire from consuming the temple. Okay, where's this barrel of water at? You know, like, seriously, I do not see a barrel of water anywhere. Yep. Okay, fire. I see fire. Okay, there we go. That's what we needed. Let's increase our speed. Oh. Sorry you fell asleep, Random. Glad you could rejoin us. You did miss a pretty cool fight and some interesting stuff. I don't know, but I think everybody that's been here has been in agreement that this is actually a pretty cool, fun game. And I think I remember you having said that you've played the other Expedition games and you enjoyed them, so I have not played the other Expeditions games, but this is definitely like a fun game so far. Especially if you like games that seem to be fairly well rooted in history and that are CRPGs. And the combat's a bit more tactical here than in, say, like Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, or Kingmaker. The character building, the depth and stuff in that is nowhere near the same, but there's a lot more nuances and intricacies to the actual combat and the way that things play off of each other there, for sure. All right, let's get over here. Can I? All right, water jug collected. I don't want to get too close to the fire because, like, if it spreads, then I don't want it to, like, consume me next turn. This is definitely a little different twist on combat. Fighting a fire instead of an enemy. All right, let's see what happens. Fire definitely moves some. How am I supposed to put out 36 hexes of fire with only 12 jugs? Well, guess we'll find out. Okay, all right. That definitely does seem possible then. We're putting out 6 hexes per jug. Or potentially 6 anyways. Oh, it's a tactical item. I could have already used it. Because tactical items don't take an action point, do they? But you can only use 1 per turn. Yeah. Okay. Still, I should have used it last turn for sure. There's a way to rotate it. Oh well. Alright, so I think we could have gotten the fire out by this turn if we'd thrown the jugs on our first turn like we should have. Unfortunately, I messed that up a little bit. I just remember, if you do play the game and you get to this part, remember you can throw the jugs even if you don't have any action points, because tactical items can be used without action points. Damn, we're awesome. Save the entire temple. Hey, we got an achievement for that too. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, priest. Now you're gonna help us assassinate Theophilus.
Oh, thank you. If it weren't for you, our temple would be ashes now. They believe the temple is built on an old pathway to Hades. According to some, the temple is blocking the way to Hades and keeping the dead from reaching their intended destination. Such a selfless act warrants a reward. Please, take this.
All right. Not sure what we got. Oh, well, if anybody is still here, which it looks like TC at least is, and maybe random, and actually I guess I could just look at the stream. Yeah, we got some viewers, so cool. We get to see our level up, so that'll be fun on a bun. Okay. So whenever we level up, we actually go to skills. We have our skill points, and we can spend them in one of our skill trees. See, I'm building him as a brawler. I don't know. I feel like maybe assassin would have been a better way to go, possibly. But I've already started down this path, so I'm going to stick with that. It seems like as a duelist, we may be able to turn him into a pretty good tank because he can already blind enemies, multiple enemies, which is freaking awesome and powerful. And it seems like he gets a dodge skill here. And he has increased damage and anyways, I think 15% damage per stack of Bloodthirsty, which, by the way, Bloodthirsty, whenever you kill an enemy, you get 1 stack of it. So if he kills 2 or 3 enemies, he's getting a pretty big damage boost. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Bloodthirsty. That's just too much damage to ignore. Sorry. And then we'll go with Dodge. And then on our next level up, we'll be able to get Slippery. That is freaking awesome. Dodge will last for an entire turn, not just against one attack. That is really good. Yeah, I like that a lot. Of course, we could also get Kill on Ground, which finishes off an incapacitated character and inflicts -10 morale on nearby enemies. I mean, that's pretty good. Especially if we're going to be using that knockdown attack, that could be good. Alright. Julia Khalida, like her. She's pretty awesome. I think we're definitely going to continue here with this. I don't know, I haven't been using interrupt that much. But it just seems like it should be really good, especially because it gives you multiple attacks, or can give you multiple attacks per turn. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. Now here's, I'm really not sure if I should continue on as a healer with him. I probably should. But I feel almost like a destroyer, especially because we're starting to run into enemies with armor more and more often now. I feel like being able to remove enemies' armor might be even more important than healing, possibly. Especially against bosses. And that right there, plus 10% critical chance. At least with 2 points it is. Oh well. I think one of our Praetorians is actually on the destroyer path because he does have this death blow ability. So maybe we'll just use him as the destroyer and we'll have you continue on the field medic path. It's probably the better thing to do, I guess. I actually like the poisoner thing, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go with field medic. And I'm glad that we did because, yeah, revive is really awesome. Here we went with Defender because I really wanted to turn this guy into somebody that could just wade through ranks of enemies and just, you know, just go like solo a group of enemies by himself. Maybe not kill them all, but just fight them like round after round after round, occupying them while the rest of the group, like, you know, was elsewhere doing something else. So I'm really hoping that Defender ends up affording us the ability to do that. So far, it definitely has not. I guess if we're gonna do that, then we probably need that there, protect. All direct damage dealt to a friendly adjacent target will be halved and shared. Oh, nice. Okay. That's really nice. Because enemies tend not to attack him a whole lot because he's hard to kill. So that protect will definitely be awesome to have. 20% chance of, at the beginning of your turn, to automatically cure one negative status effect. Yeah, that's kind of like... Hey, it's even called Shake It Off. Nice. Definitely think that I like Protect better. And then our main character... So I went with Flag Bearer for him. I really wish I had gone, or not Flag Bearer. I went support with him, but I really wish I had gone more of like a Legionnaire build like this guy has. And I'm not sure which path I would have liked to have taken him on. Maybe Vanguard. That actually seems like it might be more tanky than Defender, possibly. But then again, Veteran looks like it's going to maybe offer you more control, crowd control abilities. So I kind of wish maybe I'd gone with this class and maybe Veteran for some crowd control. But we do get a lot more Praetorians though, so maybe we'll build one of our Praetorians in that manner. As for now, downing an enemy awards 3 morale to allied characters. You gain bolstering presence, which applies bolster to allies. That's pretty nice. You cannot fail morale checks. That's pretty nice, but I think we're going to go with this. Failing morale checks, we haven't seen it yet in the stream, but I have had it happen before, and it's not good. Whenever you fail a morale check, the party member who fails it, or the enemy, because enemies can fail them too, they start they don't attack, and they run sometimes straight into the enemy and just get killed by attacks of opportunity. It's not good. Oh, nice. I couldn't tell it from up here, but yeah, we have all of our Praetorians that we need to level up as well, looks like. Or maybe they auto level, although he sure didn't. He's got 2 points. Of course, he's going the flag bearer path, which I'd prefer he not have. Warhorn is pretty nice to have. All right, we do have one sniper. Okay, that's actually good because we don't have +4 accuracy. Okay, so this is going to be all about just not missing. Oh, crap. Okay, I definitely advocate for sniper if you're going with whatever archer you're using. I mean, interrupt is pretty awesome. But right here, you just straight up get a second shot. That's really awesome. That's definitely better than interrupt. That is also awesome. So yeah, I'm going to suggest sniper, although to be fair, I don't really know what the hunter abilities are. They could be really good too, possibly. Oh, I didn't realize it would show me what they are while they're locked. Okay, so it looks like being a hunter is all about adding status effects. It does have some extra damage here. Quick shot. You can fire at 2 different targets, but you're much less likely to hit. And that's kind of nice. But yeah, it seems to be more about control and status effects. Applies bleeding and stunned. I don't know. I think the sniper is definitely the way I'm going for any archers going forward. All right, and anyways, that's how you level your characters. It's pretty much just all about skills. You don't get any ability points or anything like that to allocate, no skill points, or at least if you do, we haven't so far. And I honestly, I don't expect us to. I guess I could be wrong, but I think it's really mostly just about allocating your skill points, and that's about it. And for anybody that hadn't noticed, or if they were wondering, your abilities are not actually based so much on your skills or the way you build your character. Although you do get some abilities from skills, you can. But most of our abilities, or at least our attack abilities, are coming from our weapons. And as you change weapons, you'll see like this one here gives us the 1-2 weapon skill, which actually goes to attack twice. And if we come over here and look at, here we go. this right here is also a dagger, and even though it's a dagger, it has a different weapon skill. Even weapons of the same type will have different weapon skills, giving you different attacks. So sometimes you might actually want to keep a weapon that doesn't have as much damage or something like that, just because of the weapon skill that it gives you. Kind of like me right here, choosing to use my fist instead of a second weapon, because it gives me the throw sand ability, which allows me to blind up to 3 enemies for 2 turns. And at least to this point, that has never missed, which is awesome. Oh, nice. It's a good, pretty good hood. It seems like it would be more for her. Yeah, I think we're gonna put it on her. Oh, it really looks all cool and purple here, dark, and then I put it on her and it's that. Oh well, at least it matches. At least it matches. Oh, nice. We got to keep one of our water jugs. Cool. We got a Gladius 2, which I think we actually want to put that on you. And it gives us lunge, which is pretty nice damage, and overpower, and it just does more natural damage. If you notice, like, some of the weapons we find will be the same, but if you look under the name of the sword, where it says Gladius 2, then it says good sword, some of them will say worn. Obviously, good is better than worn, and I'm guessing later on we'll find, like, great or pristine or, you know, immaculate or masterwork or I don't know, whatever, but yeah. You get the idea, I'm sure. All right, and here we do have a staff that's possibly better. Concussive Strike, Heavy Blow. I do like Heavy Blow and Reach. Versus this one here, which only has Concussive Strike and Reach, no Heavy Blow, and Heavy Blow's awesome. So we're going to put that on. If y'all would prefer for me to just play and not really have to listen to my voice drone on and on and on, just, you know, let me know and I can stop narrating for a while. But I feel like I should kind of be explaining my thought processes as I'm going through this. At least I hope it's helping that I am doing so. All right, not really a bow to put on you, but we do want a second weapon set with everybody just in case we get disarmed like before. It doesn't have to be something great, but you know, something that's better than nothing. Also, in case y'all didn't notice, as far as I can tell, there's no like regular attack in this game. So if you do not have an attack weapon skill down here, then you cannot attack. So yeah, just throw that out there. Or at least if you can, I was not able to figure out how whenever it happened to me before. Pretty sure you can't. All right, we'll give you that spear. Swap weapons. You don't need an assassin's dagger. Just give you another spear over here. Oh, we also have regular that I did not realize we had. And here we go, another archer. I'll give you a spear. Give you a better bow too. All right, that pretty much outfits our entire group as best as we can. I was really kind of hoping to get him to help us assassinate this guy, but guess that's not happening. Well, maybe we can just piss him off enough. Go talk to him.
Still here. For the life of me, I cannot fathom why. Get out of my... You are still here. For the life...
Yeah, we've definitely got to talk to somebody to figure out something about him if we want that to work. Rihanna?
Hello again.
You like your master?
I benefit greatly from his wisdom, and his piety cannot be denied.
Here we go.
Your discretion is wise, but my Dominus has no love for yours, child. You may speak freely.
In that case, no. I would not say that I like my master, but I respect him greatly.
Why not? Give me some dirt on him.
Hello again.
There's bound to be somebody here we can talk to.
I'm not sure if you can make wine out of honey. Honey isn't the kind of grape.
I wonder if we just like destroyed or defiled the temple. Maybe then he'd attack us. Of course, that wouldn't really... Yeah, that wouldn't really fit what we're aiming for. Alright, I think we're just gonna get out of here for now. Probably should have forced that, Oh, wait. Let's talk to Zenobia one more time.
Good to see you again. Any news about...
They say in Persia there's only one god.
Nonsense. What happened to all the other gods then?
I don't know. Maybe that one god ate them all.
Ate them? That's bizarre. Why would one of their gods eat the others?
Maybe he was hungry. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not Persian.
Why did you even bring this up?
That's, kind of an interesting comical conversation they're having about the Persian gods. Yeah, let's get out of here. Barbarian originally meant anyone who does not speak Greek. Good to know. However, when Romans adopted the term, it came to mean anyone who isn't Roman or Greek. Okay, looks like we've taken that. Guess we may as well just go in order, huh? Yeah, we'll take it. We want to head back here and see what improvements we can make to camp. You and your Praetorians are stopped along the side of the road to fix an issue with someone's saddle. The sound of a galloping horse from around the bend ahead brings you to attention. The rider who comes around the bend is wearing a peasant's cloak, but the wind pulls it away to reveal the colors of Mithridates. Or Mithridates. An enemy messenger. Last time we had one of these, there was a battle, one of these little events. The poor man doesn't see you until he's nearly upon you. Thinking quickly, Julia Khalida knocks in and shoots the rider in the back as he gallops past. The horse panics and kicks him off, then continues down the road a little ways before coming to a stop. Send a servus with a message to the nearest legion to build traps and prepare an ambush for the attacking army. Oh, I didn't read the message. Searching the dead messenger, you find a missive from Mithridates to one of his lesser generals, instructions to take his army along a certain route and attack Musia. Message will not reach them, but another is sure to follow. You probably have a few days to prepare. So we can send a message to the nearest Legion camp to build traps and prepare an ambush for the attacking army. That seems like a pretty good idea. You pick out a particularly loyal servus and write a letter for the man to deliver. Then you dress him in the dead messenger's clothes and send him off to warn the nearest Legion. You have a distinct feeling you'll never see your servus again, but given what's at stake, you're confident he will deliver your message before absconding. Musia is already well defended by the Legion garrisoned there. Hopefully your preparations will help your legionari maintain control of the region. So we have an impending attack. The enemy is mobilizing to strike one of the regions you've conquered. Mouse over the corresponding icon in the timeline to see which region is about to get hit, or look for the enemy attack icon on the world map. If the threatened region doesn't have your legion garrisoned there, when the enemy reaches it, they will simply take it without a fight, and you will need to capture it back. If you wish to prevent this, dispatch your legion to defend the region. Okay, alright. They said there would be swords. I don't see any swords. Oh. Alright, well there's the swords. At any rate, we have our army here. I'm sure we can repel them.
A moment of your time, please. I have come to apologize for Bigres's behavior. My grandchild can be disrespectful and reckless. Please forgive him. It is embarrassing. The child is a good athlete. Probably better than I ever was. He would have easily defeated any ordinary wrestler. But it seems the Man-Crusher does not keep ordinary company. That was not a fair fight, however. I demand to face Cineros myself.
Really? Now we get two old men wrestling.
I have never lost against him. If I ever do, I will surely accept defeat. It is not the winning that matters. I am an athlete. I want a fair competition.
It is a reminder of my past life. A stain I can't clean up. I have an idea for how we can solve this conflict without death.
You can't know that.
I am physically superior to you, Diodoros. But what if we fight with our mind instead?
A mind fight?
Pankration is for young girls looking for a husband. We're both too old for that kind of spectacle.
True. So what do you propose, Man-Crusher?
Riddles. One shall pose 3 questions to the other. He who answers them all correctly will be the winner.
All right, let's hear some riddles.
I should ask the questions. It's only fair.
That's reasonable. I'm ready for your questions, Diodoros. Make them difficult, so you will be convinced of my victory in the end.
Consider this thing which is all about, but can never be seen. It can be captured, yet cannot be held. It has no throat, but you can hear it.
The wind? Oh, I thought it was wind. It says probably not wind.
You can harness the wind and see it blowing through the fields. That cannot be the answer. I think what you can't capture can only be time. Isn't that the answer?
That would have been too obvious, wouldn't it? You have failed, Man-Crusher. It seems you are as weak in mind now as you were weak in body back then.
I hope you feel I have granted you some manner of restitution.
I do. Your old debt is settled. You will not hear from me again.
Thank you for your help, Dominic.
I picked it was not wind because I thought it was wind. All right, so yeah. I suggest picking it as not time next time.
It's quite all right. It would have felt good to finally beat him fair and square, but I'm just glad to put this behind me at last.
Nope, looks like we lost that quest. I don't know what it means when you fail a quest. I guess you just lose it without gaining anything. Yeah, psychic powers. Yeah, mind wrestling. That would have been pretty cool. Like, I would have tripped out if they'd have been like, start like mind fighting like that. I don't think that really has any place in this game, but I definitely would have been like, what the hell?
Congratulations on your
if they had
promotion. I quite regret teasing you when we first met. Does this advancement mean you have more denarii to spend? What are you talking about? I've always respected you. Now, I assume you're here to buy something.
Okay, so now slaves are abundant and denarii. Oh, what happened to all of our slaves? We had a lot of slaves before. I have a lot of rations now. Guess we can trade rations for slaves. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good deal, actually. And we'll just do all 15 for 180 rations. I like that.
At your service.
All right, let's see if we can't recruit. There, at least we have a full group of centurions now. Centurions. Okay.
This.
And we still can't upgrade anything. That kind of sucks. See, don't we have somebody who's a good recruiter besides Bestia? All right, let's put you over here. Just go ahead and get built up. Gavius Tutor.
Elegante. Would you and your Praetorian guards spar with my Contubernium? It would be an honor.
I'm honored that you ask, but teaching suits me well. There's nothing quite so satisfying as to take wide-eyed young men and turn them into soldiers of Rome.
All right, well, looks like we're in a fight. A training fight, I guess. Unfortunate. Probably should have done that first. Oh well.
Watch the flanks!
Ow. Ah, nice. Good job, Julia. Wish we could get 3 shots off with that. Ooh, he's almost done for. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. They're panicked. I'd say this fight's pretty much over then. We'll put him by the archer. Nice. Oh, they disarmed me? That sucks. Well, actually not too bad. Go ahead and... give him his... Oh! I forgot that provokes an attack of opportunity. My bad. That was unfortunate. Do that, he's panicked, he attacked his own allies. This is definitely turning out to be closer than I would have liked.
I
Victory is ours.
It's always an honor to spar with you and your people, Legate.
I wonder if we actually get any experience or anything for that. Probably not.
What can I do for you? About the same. Except now I'm responsible for keeping you alive as well. It's not something I'm good at, you know? Keeping people alive. Really? I was just following directions. This grand assault kind of action is not really my thing. It's too big, too impersonal. I'm a people person. Wasn't really my choice. It was a matter of survival. Yulia is a little girl who spends all her time being pretty. She eventually becomes the wife of a wealthy senator, and that will be her grandest achievement. I don't want to be the center of attention. I want to be in control of my life and other people's lives. I think deep down, I always was Julius. Thank you for leaving the decision to me. Few people do that.
Our way, Legate. Morale has been better. I believe a few victories is all the men need to rally around your command. We're nearly at full strength. We could use a few more recruits to fill the ranks, but we're ready to complete whatever task you set for us. With a little more experience, I believe Legio Weaktrix will soon be the finest fighting force ever to serve Rome.
All right. I was really hoping we'd get some bandages.
I am at your service.
But it seems bandages are not here, not on the menu at the moment. It's highly unfortunate. Such is life.
Legate, you look majestic today.
That guy was like a total dick to us at the beginning of the game. And now he's kissing our butts. Okay, well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the tannery is not for bandages. Looks like there'll be no more healing on missions for a while. Oh, nice. Shield strength will not regenerate while a character is stunned or knocked down. All right, let's see. Lumber mill's coming up. All right, good. We have a lumber mill. That's good. Like there could be something over there, but I guess not. All right, let's go get the farm. Alright, looks like the farm is ours. Alright, we should now, I believe, be able to upgrade our encampment, hopefully. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Upgrades. There we go. Oh. A speculator tent. Leave a Praetorian hero here to replenish your tactical item. Ah, yes, that's what we needed. Tactical items. So that should be a Pila and our bandages, I believe. We needed a lumber mill and a tannery. We didn't actually need the farm for that. I thought we did. At any rate, we're building that. All right, so there we go. Once we get the speculator tent, we'll be able to... actually, I guess it just automatically builds. I thought there'd be a time. I guess not. And this will get our Praetorians to not hate us. How does a farm give us a bath? Maybe it's a lumber farm so we can heat the water? I don't know. That one doesn't make a lot of sense. Need a mine and a tannery for that. All right, now that I like a lot more. We're gonna save our farm resource. Yeah, we're gonna save our farm resource for sure.
Salve, Domine.
We don't actually need that. What we actually need is... Wait. We were just where we needed to be, weren't we? Yeah, we were. Okay, so the speculator tent. Want to always leave somebody assigned here. To keep our stockpile up. At least I feel like that's a good idea. Someone who is used to scavenging materials whenever they can will decrease the time it takes to replenish tactical items by 20%. So yes, you. Next replenishment in 41 hours. Alright. So apparently restocking your bandages and your Pila, your tactical items, stuff like that is going to be on a timer. I'm not sure if it's going to fully restock us whenever that's up or just how exactly that works. Hopefully it fully restocks us, and if it does that every 41 hours, then that's not too bad. Considering for the entire game we've only used 6 bandages. So we have... Did we gain a level there? Or is it talking about these upgrades here? All right, looks like we do have a level here. All right, these guys must be, I didn't realize it, but apparently they gain experience at different intervals, maybe probably based on what they're doing, I guess, where they're assigned. You know, which I guess makes sense. I probably should have at least assumed something like that. And yeah, we want to mark the target that's going to double our damage when we attack him. Hell yeah, we want that. And then the next one after that increases it by 250%. Yes, please. Oh, nice. Full range damage at any distance. And then an increase in optimal range. Nice, nice. I need to find a mine so we can get a blacksmith going so that we can get better weapons and armor. That'll be awesome. Like in this game, it was a little bit slow to start, but it's really starting to pick up quite a bit. We'll wait for too long. Ugh. Been awake since 6 a.m. and it's like 11 p.m. now. Underwater cave. A beautiful lake attracts the attention of your wary Praetorians. The fresh water is crystal clear and home to a myriad different species of fish, most of which you have never seen before. The water looks inviting, but there are strange bubbles rising from the depths. Your people think this would be a good place to make camp. Sure, let's secure it and go for a nice swim. After checking the perimeter, you and your Praetorians take off your armor and jump into the bubbling lake. The water is surprisingly cold, and bubbles seem to be the result of an underground current. You can clearly make out a hole down there, and something shiny catches your eye. Someone strong enough to dive against the current could perhaps retrieve whatever that is. Send one of your Praetorians to dive into the cave. Huh. Who would be a good diver? I don't know. I don't think there's anybody here that there's not a diving stat. I guess we'll send somebody expendable like you. Just as you are beginning to discuss who to send after Liberalis, he finally reappears, gasping and heaving for breath. The current was too strong, and the unknown treasure disappeared deeper into the hole and out of sight for good. Well, that's unfortunate. Yep, that was definitely unfortunate. What is that? Oh, nice. Treasure that we almost missed. All right, new recruits are available. That's good. What is down here? That should be something, right? Apparently it's not, but it should be. Alright, we're gonna do this one last attack on Musia, and then we're probably gonna call it a stream after that. What the heck? There's supposed to be an attack. Where's the attack? And let's look at our quests. Okay, so one constant throughout your journey in Asia Minor seems to be the roadside merchants. To the people of this land, the world is a marketplace and everyone is a customer. Today, someone seems to be selling a strange wine. Might be worth trying. Sure, let's go ahead. The colorless wine is light and sweet. It leaves a strange taste of anise afterwards. You don't really like it, but your Praetorians seem to be enjoying themselves. Soon enough, they start sharing embarrassing childhood memories of love and loss. Everyone seems to be in a better mood. When all the flasks are dry, they look at you with expectant eyes. Sure, let's get everybody super drunk. Unfortunately, you soon notice that the wine has made everyone really thirsty. Alright, that's fine. Alright, everybody, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'm going to be playing some tomorrow morning. You know, maybe I'll stream some more of that then. I'm not sure what exactly happened to our battle that was supposed to be coming, but oh well. We're going to see if we can't figure out a way to ransack, to Epolis here, murder him, assassinate him, I don't know, whatever we got to do. Or there's something we're missing here, and we're going to find out whatever it is, and we're going to take care of that. It might even be our first Expeditions Rome video, like you know, how to provoke Theopolis or something like that. We'll have to see. But I definitely appreciate everybody showing up, hanging out, supporting the channel. Thank you for that. You know, thank you, Sam, for signing up to be a senior Lorespire council member on Patreon. And you, Random, for being a council member. And Poop Smash, wherever you are, thank you too. And if anybody is interested in supporting the channel on Patreon, there is a link to that down in the description. Okay, there are many different support tiers, and you can start out by supporting us for as little as $3 a month. You know, and you can get things like on-stream recognition. You can join us on stream. You get your name on the Lorespire Pantheon of Patrons. You can get the rights to vote on future content. You can get access to unedited versions of videos. You can get early access to videos before anybody else gets access to them. Anyways, you know, head over there and check it out if that's something you think you might be interested in. Like I said, the link is in the description. Okay, again, thanks everybody for hanging out and keeping me company and supporting the channel. And maybe, hopefully, I'll see all y'all tomorrow. This has been Chris with Lorespire. Be well, my friends.